So it's interesting to hear because Pep Guardiola is saying along the lines of he didn't mean anything offensive by that. But even so, we spoke to Sid Lowe about this. He actually said he's seen examples and people have given examples of when Guardiola has used the word prehistoric before. And perhaps there is something in the fact that he's saying it's always been this way. But it does seem, even so, that Diego Simeone was slightly perturbed by what Pep Guardiola had said. What did you make of it all, Luis?
I make it, listen, now that I'm in the other side, I'm in the analyzing side, pundit, I'm not a journalist, but I feel kind of in the same position because now the only thing I can do is not, is just give my opinion about what's happening. But when you see a journalist asking Simeone, listen, you know what he said, do you think that he mentioned or he tried to send you a message? And then, but maybe Guardiola didn't say that in the same way, but this journalist tried to tell him in a different way. Simeone said, no, you know what? And say another sentence. Yes, you know what? He's got a fantastic lexic, but then maybe it's hurting me. And then that exactly journalist is going to go to Guardiola, is going to say, you know what he said? He said that you got a fantastic lexic and you're just trying to hurt him. So at the end, he's trying to move. I think Guardiola was mentioning, and he's not only the one, is that he's not going to play the same way like Simeone. They are totally direction or opposite ways of seeing football. It's more creation, it's more about building, it's more about combination, and Simeone is more about the 5-5-0. It's more about trying to be very organized, trying to be compact, and try to use it. And that's been used for many years. And if we go down in history, it's true. A lot of people, and we can talk about the Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, they've been always like this. A 4-4-2 where a fantastic defense, long balls, and try to make quick transition. That's the whole. Football has been evolving for many years. And at the moment, you got a lot of different situations, a lot of different ways of playing. With 5 at the back, with 3, with 2, with 4, so many different ones. At the end is which is the one that is going to give you success, which one is going to work for you. And then you have to try to find the best one. Simeone is not the one of Pep Guardiola. And Pep Guardiola is not ever going to be the Simeone. That's the end of it. And for me, I think that they are two amazing managers trying to get results for their club and trying to do their best for them. And no one, and I think they got a lot of respect for each other. That's my point of view.
I mean, how can we argue with that? To be fair, Jules, I blame the journalists.
Always the journalists' fault. Always twisting things, you know? Always trying to look for the little thing to make to make those comments and have people having those kind of fights. I think they are. This is a big rivalry in the sense that they're so different. Everything is so different. The clubs, the way they manage, the philosophies, all of that. So they will always be in opposition when they play each other. And I think there's respect. Remember, and I think I said that last week before the first leg, that El Cholo actually went to, when he was doing his badges, and spent some time with Guardiola when Pep was at Barcelona. And we're talking the great years of Barcelona. And I think El Cholo saw what Pep was doing and said, okay, this is not for me. I'm going to have a very, very different style of football that reflects who I was as a player. And this is what this is. There will always be rivalry. Whenever they face each other again, we will go back to, remember that season 2021, 2022, when you said this and you said that. And let's listen. El Cholo had prepared his answer. He knew exactly he was going to be asked a question about disrespect. And the lexicon and the vocabulary answer was pre-prepared. I can guarantee you that. And he knew exactly how he would have a dig back at Pep without naming him. And this is what they do. This is what the big managers do. Mourinho, Guardiola, Simeone, plenty others have done it before, doing it now, and will do it in the future.
So it works for everybody, it seems. It works for all parties in the end. Frank, you get the final say on this situation.
Well, the thing is, I think our coaches have become, politics. It's funny that it changed from our days where, we didn't care about saying what we were thinking, and it's what the coaches were doing. Now, as Jules said, they know exactly what they're going to say. They know exactly almost what they're going to be asked, and they know what they're going to answer. And it's always hard in a human world to all think the same way. You have to also interpret some words differently because of your culture. So some people know how to do that, and some other people struggle about it, but for sure, those two guys know exactly what they say and how they're going to say it and what they want to say.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and of course, ESPN FC 7 days a week, subscribe to ESPN+.